What's up guys, just Mercy here, welcome to a brand new video and welcome to week number 1 of my top 5 transfers of the week for this January transfer window. I know it is the 10th, but I've basically done this so it actually corresponds with the very end of January. And there have been some decent deals go through in this very first week. The bigger deals tend to happen in the last 1 or 2 weeks of the window when teams start panic buying and players just go for extortionate fees. So as always guys, if you can smash 2,000 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, let me know you think has been the best transfer of the week or the episode, and visit my channel, class subscribe button for more guys, and also check out yesterday's video in the description below. So let's get straight into it with the honourable mentions. And the 5 players I've chosen this week are going to be Grealish to Liverpool, the Serbian, and is actually not joining us until the summer now because he's gone back out on loan to his initial club, which is Red Star Belgrade, I think it is. And then we have got Marcos Lopez, the Portuguese former Man City player, going to Lille, where he was actually very good last season. We've got Jan Kirchhoff, the big German, going to Sunderland for €1 million. We've got Fernandez, who I don't actually know personally too much about, but the Argentine has joined Atletico Madrid. And the final one is the Mexican Fabian joining Frankfurt in Germany. So starting things off then, at number 5 this week, we have got Benik Afobe, which actually a player that's actually recently joined in the last couple of hours. It was rumoured yesterday when the actual both managers of Wolves and Bournemouth said that it was all done. There's a few hurdles here and there, but it's now all confirmed for around €12 million apparently, although they have said undisclosed. That's a big fee, and he's 22 years old, former Arsenal player, and this season got 10 goals and 1 assist in 27 games. He's worth £4.9 million. Like I said, it's gone through in the last couple of hours, and it's his first real shot at first team football in the BPL. Like I said, he was formerly at Arsenal, so I don't think he got much of a chance there, although Arsenal fans are very, very set for this guy to actually be doing well. I've noticed that in the replies to the Bournemouth tweet, a lot of Arsenal fans are like praising him. He's a goal scorer despite his stats this season, because 10 goals in 27 games isn't actually too fantastic. But if you look at the minutes played and stuff like that, and also take in consideration his goals last season, he's very good in front of goal, which, and obviously being 22 years old, that's an added bonus. It's a high fee, he's got a point to prove in the big leagues, and he's actually going to get first team football pretty much guaranteed. The fact that Bournemouth have got a lot of injuries currently. The main striker, Callum Wilson, is obviously out for the season, and this guy's essentially a replacement. A player of high energy and a lot of fast pace about him. So the number 4 this week, a player that's very similar to Afobe in terms of high energy and fast pace, is going to Demarai, making the move to Leicester City. He left Birmingham for £3.57 million. He's just 19 years old, he's valued at 2.8 million. I like Afobe. His stats actually this season are very bad. 1 goal, 1 assist in 26 games, but on his Leicester debut, he has actually just got an assist against Tottenham in the FA Cup. He had a really good game against Tottenham, I thought, and a lot of the pundits did as well, and it looked like he had a lot about him. He was very quick on the ball, very tidy on the ball as well. There's actually one effort he had as well in the second half, I think it was, where he actually cut inside and it just went wide past the post. So this guy looks like he's got a bit about him, and it's a low fee, £3.5 million for transfer nowadays. Seems like absolutely nothing. He's going to have to take his chances when he actually gets them, like today, because pretty much when that Leicester attack currently is actually kind of set, with Mahrez and Vardy playing so well. Vardy currently out injured, but the left-hand side, I'm not sure if it's all Brighton always playing there, but he seems to be starting most times. It's also a decent little BPL silver as well. So number 3 this week, we're going to go with Kevin Prince Boateng, actually returning to AC Milan in Italy. He was a free agent before, obviously joining a free transfer. He's 28 years old, and he's still valued at 2.1 mil. That's actually gone down a fair amount as well over the last couple of years, because he used to be a great player back in the day at the San Siro, and has only played 1 game this season. That was actually his debut for AC Milan. I think he featured for 34 minutes. He didn't play too much, but he's got to prove himself again. This guy, like I said, back in the day, he used to be so sick. If you can remember, or go onto YouTube, YouTube's goal against Barcelona in the Champions League, and I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. He left on bad terms with Schalke. I think it was a dispute about them or something like that. But it was a free transfer, so he will probably be on a high wage, and he's been training them for I think it's 3 months now. So it's not as if he's not used to the players or anything. I think he'll do quite well again. And another very well-rounded midfielder for the Serie A teams. And the number 2 this week is going to be Juan Manuel ITURBE joining Bournemouth. So the second Bournemouth player this week in the top 5, and the Argentine has joined a loan deal from AS Roma. They had to pay £840,000, but they do have an option to buy him in the summer if they decide to go through that. I think it's €16 million. It's quite a big fee, and obviously Roma paid a big amount for him as well, either this summer or last summer. He's 22 years old though, £10.5 million, and this season, just like a Demarai, 19 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. But he has got Champions League experience. It's one thing that Bournemouth kind of need. They need players that are going to help them kind of stay up, and players that are very energetic and exciting to watch. And this guy can do it. He proved that at Hellas Verona before actually joining Roma. So he's got, like I said, point to prove. It's kind of the same situation for me as what I think Shaqiri was in, because Shaqiri he's got a big name, but before Stoke, he kind of struggled for the last couple of years, apart from when he was at Bayern, when the fans seemed to like him, but he was quite frustrating. Everyone knows he's capable of doing something, and that's the point I'm trying to get to. He can do it, but it's just him actually trying to put it across now and actually do it on the field. He's going to get first team opportunities with the injuries that Bournemouth have currently got, and potentially, if he plays well, we'll get his permanent switch in the summer. Number 1 this week then is actually going to be a managerial switch, and that is going to be Zinedine Zidane, the legend, going back to Real Madrid this time as a manager, and he's actually left Real Madrid Castilla, which are obviously the B team of Real Madrid in Spain, and he's 43 years old, so he's very young for a manager, and the club, I mean, he's kind of made for the club. He was a hero there, and hopefully can be a hero as a manager now. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm not actually a big fan of Real Madrid whatsoever. It's not because I like Messi. It's not anything to do with that. It's the way they go about their football. Obviously, I like the transfers they do. The transfers they do are actually kind of like interesting to watch, how big the fees they pay and stuff like that. But it's the fact they moan about stability and go through so many managers. Here's Rafa Benitez's replacement, and he's actually had a great first game in charge of the Galacticos as well. They won 5-0 against their, albeit Deportivo La Coruña, but they still won with a big impressive performance. And I think Gareth Bale got a hat-trick. He's got a big chance to become the manager for a long period of time, and it's his first big job. Like I said, previously at Real Madrid Castilla, I think that's his only previous managerial experience. And former legends or players tend to actually struggle in the first early stages of their career as a manager, but hopefully Zinedine Zidane gets straight into it and potentially gets Real Madrid back to where they should be. And on that note, guys, that's going to summarise this week's top 5 transfers of the week. So if you enjoyed it, smash a like button. See that likes be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, let me know who you think has been the best transfer of the week. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for more, and check out my previous video in the description below, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.